What's going on, dudes? So I get questions on a daily basis regarding what types of fishing gear I use, what brands I use, etc. So today I'm going to give you the truth behind the fishing industry regarding fishing tackle in hopes that it helps you make a better choice in selecting your gear in the future. So y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, so let's start by talking about the fishing industry. Now, the fishing industry is very similar to the fashion industry because the fishing industry makes fishing tackle glamorous. Just like the fashion industry makes apparel and accessories glamorous, the fishing industry makes fishing gear glamorous. Rightfully so. They're in the business of selling fishing gear. They're not in the business of catching fish. I'm in the business of catching fish. I'm an inshore guide. I run about 200 charters a year, so I'm catering to customers every day. And so I have to choose fishing gear that not only holds up well, but that I'm not going to feel bad about when a customer breaks or when a customer throws overboard or when a customer snaps a rod and have something like that. So I have to choose my fishing gear very carefully. So now that you know that, guys, let's dive right into rod and reel combos. And I want to talk about the rod and reel that I use first. Then we'll dive into lures, and I'm going to talk about what lures you should be selecting on a daily basis when you go out to target any species of fish. So, but first I want to talk about what I use on a daily basis, whether I'm fun fishing or charter fishing. Now, my basic setup is very simple. I use a Penn Battle 4000, a Penn Fierce 4000, and sometimes, depending if I'm targeting bigger fish, I'll use a 5, 6, or 8000 even sometimes. But those are two reels that I love, and I usually pair those up with either a Penn Squadron rod or an Ugly Stick rod. It's a combo that I have caught everything out there from sailfish, big sharks, king mackerel, amberjack, grouper, redfish, trout, flounder. I mean, these combos hold up so well under pressure that why would I go out and spend $500 on a combo when I can use a $79 to $99 combo and just be just as successful? Now, as a charter boat captain, I have to be, like I said, very careful with the combo I use because I want something to hold up nice, but I don't want the $400 to $500 combo that when a customer throws overboard, I'm upset about. So this is where the fishing industry tries to sell you on that $500 combo. And I'm not going to name any higher end combos. You know the ones I'm talking about. You know the $400 reels I'm talking about, the $300 reels. Guys, you don't have to have those in order to be successful. Now, if you were like me, when I was growing up fishing, when I was in high school and college, I didn't have a lot of money. So I had to buy something that holds up well, but that's cheap because, man, I couldn't afford the expensive reels. So I got really used to using $50 reels, $99 reels, stuff like that, lower price point reels that hold up well. And the two that I found that really do well are the Penn Battle and the Penn Fierce. This reel right here is what I use on a daily basis. Now, guys, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I don't want you to think that you have to spend $400 on a combo in order to be successful. I mean, check this clip out right here. This is one of my clients tackling a big cobia on a Penn Fierce 8000. This was a 50 to 60 pound cobia. I mean, it's you can do this, guys, and you don't have to have the most expensive gear. You need something you're confident in, and you need something that's going to hold up well under pressure, and that's it. I'm going to bring him over here, and I'll stick him. I got him. Come on. That's a good one. Let's go catch the other one. That's a good one, dude. All right, we're going to go catch this other cobia. So that was a really neat trip, guys. Man, we had a great time. We found those two cobias swimming in shallow water, caught both of them. And hey, my combo that I used to catch that cobia was $100. It cost me $100. Before I get into lure selection, I want to talk about overkill for a second, guys. Overkill is something that I see a lot of people doing. If you'll look on my videos, most of like the snapper that I catch, the king mackerel that I catch, a lot of it is on a Penn Fierce 4000 or Battle 4000 with 30-pound braid. That can catch most fish out there, guys. You do not need this big, heavy 4-aught or 6-aught with 80 to 100-pound braid like I see so many. I see a lot of other captains out there using these for snapper fishing. And for one, it's not near as fun to fight a fish on extremely heavy tackle. Man, I'd rather use light tackle, spinning gear. That's the sport of it, man. That's the fun in fishing, is the fight, right? I mean, come on. So as you'll see right here, man, this is me out with my clients catching. I think we're catching all kinds of fish here on super light tackle and having a great time doing it.
You want me to gaff him? He just said, I want you to gaff him. That is so funny. Oh, there he is. There he is, dude. Big fish. Big fish. You just keep fighting him and we'll worry about that when we get him up here.
I can see him. Getting close.
Woo, yeah.
Oh! Whoa, he's ripping out your drag.
We hooked this fish on a light tackle rod, but he's a good one. All right, hand him the pole. Hand him the pole. Look, there he is. There he is. Oh, we got him. Whoa. We got him. Oh, look at there, dude. Whoa. Nice.
Kingfish.
He knows his fish. That's awesome. There he is, buddy. Nice fish. Check it out.
Right.
That was awesome, dudes. 3 years old. He handled that fish better than a lot of people that I have on my boat.
All right, dudes, so now that you get it, now that you understand the concept about the fishing industry and you understand that you don't need glamour in order to be successful, let's talk about lure selection, because this is something that is key, guys. And on my boat, if you ever go on a charter with me or if you ever go fishing with me, you'll see that there are only about 5 lures out there that I consistently use on a daily basis. There's only like 5 lures in my tackle box because I don't need any more than that. I have about 5, maybe 6 lures that I'm really confident in that I can use in a number of situations and still be successful. And I'll go through those lures real quick with you because people overkill, again, there's that word overkill, when it comes to lure selection. They think that they need 100 different lures and 100 different colors, and if they throw 3 casts with one color and it's not working, then they blame it on the color instead of blaming it on the fact that they don't know where the hell the fish are. Because if you know where the fish are, then your lure color and your lure selection is not going to matter near as much. If you have a certain lure that you have confidence in and you know where the fish are, you have that experience and that time on the water, so you found the fish, then guys, you're going to catch them. You're going to be successful. The reason people fail is because they don't know where the fish are. It has nothing to do with your lure selection. So let's talk about my lures that I keep on the boat and the lures that I recommend you have if you're saltwater inshore fishing anywhere near where I fish, anywhere along the Gulf Coast, then I would keep these lures on the boat as well. Let's talk about speckled trout and redfish real quick because I usually use two, maybe 3 different rigs for these. I use a Meridyne lure and I use a Husky jerk and I'll use a Berkeley gulp. Those are about the 3 rigs that I use. Every now and then I'll break out a topwater rig, but I'll use the Berkeley gulp jerk shad is phenomenal, guys. I use this constantly for redfish and trout. I also use the this Meridyne lure right here. You've seen it in a lot of my videos, man. Meridyne is phenomenal. I love that lure. And then you've also obviously seen the Husky jerk. I use it all winter. Anytime the water cools down, man, I'm using that Husky jerk because it is a great lure. And it's something that, man, I constantly have success with inshore. So now I want to talk about offshore real quick and the lures that I bring with me. I'm going to mention the glass minnow. Guys, you'll see it in every one of my videos. The best Spanish mackerel and bonita lure out there, the tsunami glass minnow. Buccaneer also makes one. You can get Buccaneer glass minnows as well. They're phenomenal, phenomenal lures for Spanish and bonita. Here's a little clip of me using the glass minnow on my last trip that I videoed below.
Right out here that I'm fixing to catch. Oh, he chased it, he chased it. Oh, I got him, fish on, fish on.
Oh,
woo,
now,
got him.
now. They're right here. Come on, take it.
All right. All right. He's coming home with me. I'm eating him. We're gonna do bonita versus tuna.
Another lure that I absolutely love when I saltwater fish is this Yozuri, man. The Yozuri works phenomenal for bigger fish. I catch tons of king mackerel with this, tons of big Spanish, big mahi, all kind of stuff throughout the year. I always keep one of these on the boat. I've even caught sailfish with it on my charters. So I keep this on the boat and always rigged up in case I come across anything like if I see a king mackerel skyrocket on the side of the boat, I can take this and throw on him real quick. Or if I see a sailfish start finning, something like that, I always keep one of these Yozuris. They dive about 6 to 8 feet down. They're phenomenal, phenomenal rigs. You can even troll them and be really successful too. So as you can see there, guys, when it comes to lure selection, I am very, very simple. I just named off 5 that I use on a daily basis on my charters, and very, very seldom do I pick up other lures than that right there, because I've narrowed it down to exactly what kind of fish are going to be out there, exactly what lure they want in certain situations, and I can always use one of these 5 lures right there to catch anything out there just about. Now, of course, if I go out further offshore where there's tuna and different stuff like that, I'll need to up my gear and up my tackle a little bit. But man, for the most part, I'm fishing 2 to 3 miles offshore, and I'm catching king mackerel, I'm catching small mahi, I'm catching bonitas, Spanish, red snapper, amberjack, stuff like occasional sailfish. So I know exactly what's going to be out there, and I'm rigged accordingly, and I'm confident in all of these lures. And that's the key, guys. Be confident. If you have a tackle box that has 100 lures in it, man, it's hard to be confident in 100 lures. It's easy to be confident in 3 or 4 or 5. So that's my advice to you guys. Pick 4 or 5 lures that you're super confident in, and use those on a daily basis and gain more confidence in them, gain more experience, more time on the water, narrow down where these fish are going to be. The reason I can be successful as a charter boat captain is because if I go out and I hit a spot and it's not working for me, I've got 10 more spots where I know these fish live. It's hard to fail when you have so much quality information in your arsenal, guys. It really is. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I've been getting, like I said, tons of questions regarding what kind of tackle I use, the fishing industry, etc. So I just wanted to make a video to let you guys know that my gear selection is very, very simple, and I really hope yours is too, because I get it. If you're a gear junkie and your hobby is collecting expensive fishing gear, that's one thing. There's a lot of those out there. But if you're just wanting to be successful, I highly recommend spending time on the water, learning where the fish are, and that's going to make you a successful angler. You going and spending a lot of money on gear is not going to make you a successful angler. So go spend some time on the water, learn where the fish are, and you're going to become extremely successful.